How much are you railing in on OnlyFans?
Drop it.
Drop
Come
it.
on
Come
now.
on, drop it.
I made, like the first, so I started May 2021.
Did you do like a hard launch?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yep. Until like October, this past October, I would make like 100 to 150K a month. And then I made it a TikTok. So, you guys know Anna Paul, obviously.
Yes.
So she made this TikTok of her like filming a day in her life as an OnlyFans creator. And she started it off with like, so I'm a sex worker. And I was like, wow, that's like great. And, like probably like, it had so many views. I was like, oh my God, I want to do that. So I made like a vlog, and I started it off with that. And I vlogged like me getting ready for my OnlyFans shoot. And it did so fucking well, like in October, this past October. So now it's like 350 a month. It's insane.
Are you
crazy.
serious?
Humans have come a long way. We went from pigeon mail to blasting rockets into space. But the one thing that's been consistent throughout all of that time is selling butt. I don't know what it is, but it always seems to be an audience, and there always seems to be people that are willing to do it no matter how dangerous it may be. Selling butt is just a timeless practice. And this guy decided if you can't beat him, join him. So just so we wouldn't have to, he decided to do fans for I think 56 days. Yep, 56 days to see how much money he could make in that time. And I think it's actually interesting.
OnlyFans is a website where people sell raunchy content of themselves. I tried posting to OnlyFans for 30 days and it turned out to be the best side hustle discovery that I've made so far. I put everything on the line, all to find out how much money can you make from OnlyFans in 30 days with no experience. The OnlyFans platform never says that it's vanilla content, but everyone knows it's vanilla content.
Exactly.
You upload photos and videos of yourself and then people pay a monthly price to get access to that. And they can even send you tips to throw more money at you for no reason.
I thought the average OnlyFans person didn't make very much money though. Let me look it up. It says here that the average salary for OnlyFans creators varies significantly. While some top creators earn millions per year, the majority earn modest incomes, with many earning around $150 to $180 a month. You down to your last and you end up deciding to sell yourself and you only make $150. I know that hurt. Posting naked pictures online that will never go away and only making $150 has to be the most humbling experience ever. You would have been better off just putting fries in the bag.
I tried posting to fans for 30 days and ended up reaching the top 3% of earners on the entire platform. Let me just tell you what happened. I set up my own fans account and I had some idea of the kind of content I was going to be.
Yeah, I couldn't do it. There's no way. And that's the problem right there, is because you got to do stuff like that. There's no way. But I guess he's just a strong, independent king that don't need no woman.
Underwear pics. I did go further than that in the end, all in the name of the experiment, of course. Someone who will call Brian subscribed to me on OnlyFans and told me not to give in to the pressure and not to do anything that I'm not comfortable with. Great advice, and I definitely stuck to that. My thought process with the whole experiment was that people can see our content for free whenever they want. The reason someone would pay for our content is to see someone specific, and in this case, I guess me.
I think that people do it because it's more personable, and I think that people get into parasocial relationships with these people. I gotta think that way, because why on earth would you spend thousands of dollars of your hard-earned money on a woman unless you think that she's your girlfriend, at the very least? And the sickest part is, the people who make thousands of dollars doing this type of stuff outsource the labor to people from Bangladesh. That level of laziness from the people involved is just gonna make it that much easier for AI to replace these jobs. If you're spending thousands of dollars on a woman you can't even touch, you might as well go ahead and sign up for the chatbot.
I don't know why. So given that it has to be me, I couldn't just start like an anonymous fans with a fake name and then promote it on new social media accounts. For this to work, it had to be my fans, and I had to launch it here on YouTube. So with that caveat out of the way, let's see how much money I made. I set my subscription price to $22 a month.
Okay.
Apparently that's fairly high, but I'm worth it. Just kidding, but no, it is $22 a month. On day one, I had just a couple of photos and videos uploaded, and I made $52.80 from 3 new fans. All the numbers I'm going to be saying, by the way, are after fans have taken their 20% cut. By day 2, I'd made $200. Whoa. I posted new content daily, and then almost everyone who subscribed ended up messaging me, so I always replied to their DMs every day. All of that posting and replying to DMs took less than an hour a day. After a week, I'd made over $500. Crazy, right?
Wow.
And after 2 weeks, I'd made $1,145. That wasn't all from subscriptions. Some of that was from people sending me some random tips. I don't really know why. Maybe they just really liked what I was posting. It was going insanely well for 2 weeks in.
I actually know a guy that started an OnlyFans, and he was actually making some decent money, but he stopped when he realized that most of the people subscribing to his fans were dudes. He didn't even take any nigga pictures or anything, and literally within the first 24 hours, he had over 11 people subscribed to his OnlyFans. The problem is, once you get in and now you become financially dependent on these people, they get to dictate what they want to see. They start making the money, then they go buy houses, they start buying cars, they end up in all these loans where now you're dependent on the money. Then sometimes you have people who start to become dependent on you because you're making so much money, and so getting out becomes hard. So when you start to have responsibilities tied into this line of work, it's really hard to get out.
But I was still thinking, how can I take this up a notch? I added a tip menu, as in like a list of things that people can send me money for, including a personalized message and a pair of my underwear. Yes, an unwashed pair of my underpants. Some people like that. Lots of people like...
It's crazy.
Different people like different things. In the 30 days, I shipped out 2 pairs of underwear. And speaking of delivering, I'm going to be delivering food to my 1 millionth subscriber. I'll be setting off with $0 and a food order, and I'm going to be hustling my way around the globe, earning money as I go to complete the delivery to my 1 millionth subscriber. So hit the subscribe button to help reveal my millionth subscriber.
I guarantee you the pairs of underwear that he sold were all to men. But right now, there's just some guy that's sitting on his computer with nothing but the light from the computer shining on his face while he's wearing this guy's underwear on his head. I got a question, y'all. Does it make you gay if you sell your underwear to another man? I don't know if it makes you gay, but it certainly is gay.
By the end of week 3, I'd made a staggering $1,258.
Wow, that's
Even
a
though
lot
that's
of money.
a bunch of money, earnings had slowed a bit compared to the end of week 2. And that's when I realized that the earnings seemed to correlate with how many views I was getting on YouTube. When my YouTube videos got more views, more people came across my OnlyFans link, which is in all the video descriptions, and more people went and subscribed. I wanted to make my fans' earnings less dependent on YouTube views, so I turned to TikTok. The problem was that TikTok doesn't let you advertise an OnlyFans account directly. Even though OnlyFans isn't specifically for adult content, TikTok knows what people use it for.
Right.
So instead of getting people to click through on my TikTok ad through to my OnlyFans, I made it click through to my YouTube video where I talk about having a OnlyFans account, and then people can click through to it from there.
Right,
I ran my first TikTok ad for 2 days and I spent $304 on it. That like immediately got me back $278 from subscriptions and tips.
Yeah, but the thing is, it's all subscriptions, so you get paid per month. So once somebody subscribes to him, he's just going to make that money every month until they opt out of the subscription. And there are entire business models that take advantage of people who don't opt out of subscriptions, like gyms. If the amount of people who paid monthly for gym memberships actually went into the gym, it wouldn't even be possible because it'd be too many people there. But because they know most people are going to sign up and never go and then continue to lie to themselves that they're going to go, they keep the subscription going. So yeah, he spent $304, but he's going to make that back 10 times from those subscriptions.
So basically I spent $2 acquiring each new fan, and some of those will go on to spend more money with me in the future through tips and resubscriptions. I turned off the ad because I want to spend some time tweaking it a bit more to try to make it profitable, but I think this TikTok ad setup is a bit like a cheat code for fans. By the end of the 30-day experiment, I'd made a grand total of $1,628.
That's a lot of money.
I had no idea if anyone who'd subscribed would end up renewing their subscription. Maybe everyone had just subscribed for 1 month and then not bother sticking around. There was only one way to find out. Keep going for another month. On day 31, the renewals did...
I think we lost him, boys. I think he got lost in the sauce.
...start to roll in. And after that, I kept going for a total of 56 days before making this video, just to be extra confident in the results. 56 days into the experiment, I've made a grand total of $3,942.40.
I'm in the wrong line of work. I'm supposed to be doing this podcast butt-ass naked then. I'm not gonna lie, to make $4,900 in 56 days as a man on OnlyFans is pretty freaking good. It's a freak apocalypse out here. I guarantee you, if I made an OnlyFans with the amount of viewers I get, I would be a millionaire by now. We wouldn't be the Poor Man Podcast no more. We'd be all right.
That's $70 a day on average. But in the last 2 weeks, it's been an average of $110 a day. So the earnings per day are actually going up all the time as people stay subscribed and new subscriptions keep coming in every day. The whole experiment's gone way better than I ever thought it would, and I'm going to keep going with it, and I'll give you another update at some point in the future.
Oh no, we lost him, y'all. He said he gonna keep going. Bro done made $4,000 and sold out. Well, that was a fun one. I tried OnlyFans for 56 days, and this video was by John Holstead. I'll leave a link in the pinned comments and in the description down below. Let me know in the comments below if this video was a W or L, and give me the HBO special as a help brother out special. Hit the like and the subscribe button for more content. Till next time.